Squirrels! Welcome back to another episode of Blind Squirrel Talk, famous in a small town. Today's guest is Ginny Holloway. As one of Maysville's newest residents, Ginny is a registered nurse, fellow podcaster, and an avid runner. She hopes to build friendships and a future in the town that she now calls home. We know you're going to enjoy meeting Ginny Holloway. Everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Blind Squirrel Talk, famous in a small town. I'm Lulu.
I'm Kim.
And this is Ginny Holloway, and we are so excited to have her here today. She is a relatively new Maysevillian, just 1 year, right?
1 year.
And we want you to know her as well as we do. So tell us how you ended up in Maysville.
Well, it started with, I lived in Dahlonega, and we were so secluded out there, so we decided that we want to be more a part of a community. And it actually worked out because my husband works for Kubota, and they have a Jefferson plant and then a Gainesville plant. And so he was trying to get to be more in Jefferson, and we said, how about Maysville, Gillsville area? So we started looking, and we found a house out here, and we moved out here, and we love it.
Was there an older home or newer home? Or?
2018, I think is when it was built. Yeah, so newer.
Okay. All right. That makes it easier.
Yes.
No constant remodeling. Drips, leaks, breaks, tears, whatever, like we deal with.
Termites?
No. So tell us what you do.
I am a registered nurse for Northeast Georgia. I've been a nurse for almost a decade now. I started out working for a rural hospital in Demarest, actually, and I transferred from there to Piedmont in Athens, and I did a progressive care unit, which is a step down from ICU, and then I went into ICU, and then I became a hospice nurse, which is my passion.
Bless your heart.
I loved it, and this was before COVID, and I was doing a lot of driving. I was their night shift on-call nurse for 17 counties. And so I found myself in
So you did home visits?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. And so a lot of it was, I didn't get to see them prior to death. And so after a few years, I said, I'm going to go back into the hospital system. And I started my first year back at Northeast Georgia when COVID hit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so I've been there ever since.
Do you like the system?
I do. I love it. I actually really liked Piedmont too, but Northeast Georgia they're amazing. Yeah, they're great.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And what floor do you work on now?
Emergency services.
Okay.
Oh, that keeps you hopping.
Oh yeah, it's busy. Very busy.
Makes the shift go by quick.
Yeah, never
Oh,
a dull
yeah.
moment there.
Yeah. I
You
feel
can only
like.
imagine some of the things that you've seen in the emergency room.
Yeah, and they've made it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt,
That's
but level 1 trauma now.
Oh.
Wow. Are
Yeah,
you from Georgia? Oh, where originally?
Forsyth County.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where did you go to school, nursing school?
Brunel University in
Okay.
Gainesville. Yeah.
Nice. It's a beautiful campus.
It is very pretty.
So in addition to being a nurse, I have heard, little birdie told me, that you're going to start a podcast. Tell us what you're going to talk about.
So, my last name is Holloway. My sister is going to start it with me. Her last name is Templeton, so we kind of put it together, Hollow and Temple. Basically, the highs and lows of life. We've both been through some pretty traumatic events in our life and overcome a lot of it. Plus, being a nurse and seeing a lot of bad. And then, like the shooting yesterday at the high school, things like that. So we kind of want to be able to talk about those things, but also bring people up because it's inevitable. We face it every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life is hard.
It is.
It really
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
And if you don't
for
have
sure.
the tools to deal with it, I guess it's a struggle.
Yeah, it sure is.
So y'all actually, I think y'all had victims from yesterday's school shooting
I
at your
think there was
hospital.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess when you get that call, I guess the whole hospital gets that call. And it has to just send, every time I would think it would send chills down your spine.
Yeah, for sure. I know that one went to Grady. I think they pretty much probably have the gunshot wounds a lot. But yeah.
Yeah, they say if you get a gunshot wound, go to Grady. Because they deal with it every single day.
Yes.
So all that, it really is, like you say, it's a lot of, it's intense. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of trauma. It's a lot of bad. And I guess you see the good when people leave the hospital. But how do you deal with that? I mean, can you separate it? It's like, okay, I'm off work now, and especially the fact that you did hospice, and God bless your heart for that, because that is such that is the gift of an angel.
I'm very much of an introvert, believe it or not.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
So I take a lot of time for myself. I try to just work my 3 days. Sometimes I'll do extra shifts, but I run a lot. That's something that actually started new when I moved to Maysville. It took me a long time to actually become somebody that could run a mile without dying. But that helps ease my mind. But I spend a lot of time with my dogs. We go to the park a lot, and I'm trying to build friendships here and get to know a lot of people. And I feel like that helps me get away from the trauma that I've experienced and seen.
And I would have to get off work, just sit on my porch. Do you have a porch?
Yes.
You do? Good. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
we have a great porch.
Good.
Yeah.
And what does your husband do?
He's a manager for Kubota. He's been there for about 25 years. He's really, really good at what he does. It's something I don't think I could do. But yeah, he does that.
That's awesome. We're just so happy to, have new people come to town that are all about us, that want us to succeed and have a beautiful downtown landscape.
For sure. Yeah, it's very special here.
It is. It's very special. It's different.
It is.
So being new, fresh eyes. What are some things you'd like to see happen in our town?
Honestly, the same thing that everybody else has kind of said, the ice cream shop, things like that. But I would love to see it just stay the same.
Yeah.
I love that, when I run, people will actually wave at me and say hi. And at first I was kind of like, hi. I didn't expect it, and now it's like they're actually being friendly to me. They're being very nice. And, when I meet new people, they'll invite you to their home. That's so unheard of. And when we first moved, I think it was probably 2 or 3 months after we moved into our home, we had a big block party at our house just to kind of get to know our neighbors. And I mean, people were pulling up in golf carts, golf cart after golf cart after golf cart, and they were just so nice. And they were inviting us to their Thanksgiving parties. And I was like, this is exactly why I wanted to move for the community.
Instead of being out in the middle of, were you in the middle of 65 acres? Is that what you were saying?
64, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you tried our new Mexican restaurant?
Many times. I am a regular.
And your favorite dishes?
Oh gosh, I love just street tacos.
Yeah.
Steak street tacos is
My husband's favorite.
it's my go-to. Yeah.
When I first saw you, I would always see you jogging. I'd look at me like, who is that lady? And so what, did you just take that up when you moved here?
Yes. So, it kind of started just to kind of lose some weight, be a little bit healthier, get out a little bit. But my dog, I want to run with him. The summer's just too hot for him, but during the wintertime, you'll probably see him with me. But yeah, so for the last few years, I would try to jog, and I could just I couldn't get very far. I would get very short of breath and then get discouraged and stop, and then I'd start again, and same thing over and over again. And then so I started researching how to run. I know that sounds crazy, but how to run. The right form, the right shoes, everything like that. And literally overnight, I began running 3.5 miles.
We need some shoes.
It was so funny because my husband was like, oh, she's going to try to run it again. And then all of a sudden, I'm running 3.5 miles the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I just love it. It's very good for my mind.
I wish we had more of a, if we had a running club or a walking club or
yes.
something, I think it would be, life-changing, really.
I think so too. Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Yeah. Can you start that?
Yes, I want to do that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yes.
You
I love
should.
that. I love that idea.
I used to run 3 miles almost every day, but that's been 15 years.
Oh, you should
And I'm
run with
old,
me.
and now that my bones aren't what they used to be,
Well, we can walk fast. It's okay. So we'll just walk fast.
I have to tell you a running story.
Oh, good.
So, and this was probably not even a month ago, but I was jogging and I was actually passing Chris's house and I had pulled a muscle in my calf. And so I was kind of just walking and it started pouring rain. And the lady across the street,
Yeah.
she said, "Are you okay?" I said, I pulled a muscle. I'm just heading back to my car at the park. And she was so kind that she said, "Let me get you out of the rain. I'm going to go get my golf cart."
Mary Hart.
Mary Hart.
Yes,
She
ma'am.
has
She's an angel.
a heart this big.
Yes.
Her husband, both of them, wonderful people.
And she picked me up and drove me to my car. And I thought, this is just like exactly what I wanted in this community.
We're about to get sidewalks too, so running is
I
gonna be
love that. I
easier.
heard you say that. And I was like, I love it.
Yeah.
It's going to be nice. That will be life changing. When you have sidewalks, it promotes good health.
Yes.
You
Because
walk
people
and stuff.
walk.
Yeah,
Very
Right.
true.
exciting. And then it was neat to hear Melanie talk about the Zumba because we need something like that too. Zumba was very popular at the library.
It was.
And then it just
really
went
was.
away when the air conditioning stopped working over there.
Well, then there's that. Nobody wanted hot yoga at the library. At least not on purpose.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's you need to start that. I would get involved.
Okay.
I would too.
Where do I start?
Yay. Why don't we'll figure it out. How do we do that?
Well, you ought to come to one of the Downtown Development Authority meetings. We can
Okay.
get the word out there. That's a big group of people that, the library, you could put up flyers at the library, at City
Oh.
Hall.
And the DDA, they need volunteers, so you should get involved in that too.
Okay.
A lot of fun.
Oh, we need to tell her about Halloween.
Yes,
Oh,
Halloween
boy.
is huge here, huge.
They probably have about
I've
500
never
kids.
seen anything like, probably more than that, don't you think?
Last time I did it was like 580. That's when I ran out of candy.
What?
You would never think it. You can't drive more than 2 miles an hour because the kids and parents are in the street. It's
It's a
covered
deal.
up.
Everybody decorates the golf carts. Everybody has their hay trailers decorated. I mean, it's a thing.
I
It's
love
big.
this. I love this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next
Cool.
month, it's right around the corner.
Yeah.
You're
I
going to
know.
have the festival, and the festival is great with vendors, but they have a street dance on Saturday night with a band. It's fun. It's just
Bring your chair.
I'll do it.
and
In your
safe.
dancing shoes.
When my
Okay.
daughter had come, I'll never forget. She was probably 15. She said, "Mom, it was just so safe. We could walk around and do whatever we
Yeah.
wanted, and we felt safe."
I
and
love
I thought, wow, that's telling that I'm a helicopter mom, but.
Yeah, they were 15, but we're like, But yeah, you have got a lot that you're going to experience in Maysville, and a lot of really neat people you're going to meet too.
I can't
You're
wait.
just going to love it. There's every walk of life and every personality you can imagine is here, but regardless, everybody's willing to help.
I love it.
Everybody's
And
willing
I'm
to help.
so glad that you're bringing it to light through a podcast.
Well, we need to because
I love it.
nobody knows. I mean, I know these people, she knows these people, he knows these people, but we think through this, everybody's going to get to meet everybody, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, you're the lady that lives down here. Oh, you're the nurse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody may be calling you for medical
That's
advice.
okay. They can call
My Aunt
me.
Martha's living with us now. Can you come look at her? She's not been breathing for a while.
Oh, no.
But it's good. It's good to have fresh blood in the community.
I love it. It's just so, I don't know, refreshing to see just somebody interested in the community, interested in wanting to be part of it, interested in the beauty here. I mean, and
Yeah.
there is beauty.
It is absolutely gorgeous here.
What was your first impression of our park when you saw it?
Oh, I said, I can't believe I live this close to such a beautiful place. I mean, I would walk from my house. It's not even half a mile with my dogs, and we'd, cross the road, and everybody just like very quickly learned who we were, who my dogs were.
I can't believe I haven't seen you because I live right there.
Yeah, I haven't been in probably the last month or so, but yeah, like when we first moved here, I was there all the time with them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we're so glad that we got to talk with
I
you and
know.
meet you
Thank
and,
you so
and
much.
share you with the rest of Maysville.
Thank you.
And hopefully everybody will reach out to you when they see you at the park with your dogs. And your
Yes.
dogs' names are?
Clark and Bluey.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, y'all, we appreciate you for joining us for another episode of Blind Squirrel Talk and being able to meet Ginny Holloway. So I'm Lulu.
I'm Kim.
And we appreciate Ginny being here. We hope y'all look her up, and we'll see y'all soon. See you soon, too.
Yes,
We're going to
thank
get that
you.
walking club started.
For sure,
Yes.
absolutely.
All right. See y'all.
Bye.
Bye.